Hi, my name is Sharon. I've been a graphic designer for 23 years, and today's graphic design lesson has to do with color for printing and color for anything online. Years ago, I worked for a marketing company that had an in-house printer, so I'm very familiar with print and online, and there are differences between the two. And if you don't know these differences, it could really mess up your design when it goes to print, or even when you're sending it through email or online. So whenever I start a document in Photoshop, I always set the color parameters first so that I'm designing ahead of time in the correct color spec. So if this is only going to be an online design, we use RGB. RGB stands for red, green, blue, and these are the colors that a monitor uses to reflect colors to our eyes. So this means anything online, email, social media, your website, anything that is online must be in RGB. If you accidentally design it in CMYK and you try to upload it to the website, you'll notice that your colors look completely different. Now, the color mode for printing is called CMYK, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Even though black starts with a B, it's a K, and it's a long story. You might also notice this when you have your home printer, is you'll notice the 4 different inks. So it usually has a color pack, which has the red, the cyan, the magenta, and the blue, and then there's a black cartridge as well. So those are your 4 colors for. Now, same problem happens if you design in RGB and you send that to print. It is going to adjust your colors to not look exactly like you wanted them to. In fact, the printer might not even take it, because I do believe that they do press checks and they check for the color specs, so you will probably get a kickback that you need to fix the color. Now, the question is, if you are not a designer, you don't have access to Photoshop, how do you change the color, or how do you know which color palette you're using? I will say it depends on the program that you're using, but Canva is a pretty popular program, and if you're using Canva does have an option when you go to download whatever format that you want to download, there will be an option for print. That means this is going to be in CMYK so that you can print it, send it to a printer, or can print it at home on your home printer. These file formats are usually PDFs because they're high quality, they're vector format, they're also going to be high resolution. You're going to need at least a 300 dpi resolution in order to print clearly for print. Now, all the other formats, which are JPEG, PNG, those are usually for web. Can you print JPEGs? Yes, you can print JPEGs, but just in general, especially if you're downloading from Canva, just know that the PDF for print is going to be your highest quality and it's going to be in CMYK. So that is the one you're going to want to choose if you're going to print. The other ones will most likely be in RGB and low resolution, which means they're for web or email. Okay, I hope I didn't totally confuse you. If you have any questions, let me know.